Ladies and gentlemen, good day here. Now, as you can see, we have a lesson here today, lesson video, well, mainly a comparison video. Oh, someone just woke up. Today, I will be comparing both Japanese and Burmese. And I'm doing this because both languages are SOV, and I want to show you guys a lot of similarities they have. Now, one thing I should mention about these two languages that sets them apart is that Burmese is a tonal language. It has 4 tones. So, other than that, they're pretty much the same in terms of grammar. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this party started. So, as you guys can see, Burmese, Japanese, today we'll be talking about want, if, when, because, therefore. The way these are used in Japanese, in both Japanese and Burmese, it's pretty similar. Okay, so I've made several sentences here. So as usual, I'm going to read them out, and then I'm going to break them down, and then point out the construction. Okay, so here we go. First one. Nihon ni ikitai desu. Nihon ni ikitai desu. That says, I want to go to Japan. I want to go to Japan. Kono zashi o yomitai desu. Kono zashi o yomitai desu. I want to read this magazine. I want to read this magazine. So, we're talking about want. Now, in Japanese, basically how they form the want, they take the verb, which let's go here to ikitai. Ikitai, want to go. Now, what you need to do is take the masu form of the verb. So say ikimasu. When you have ikimasu, you drop off the masu and you simply add tai. You get ikitai, which is I want to go. Any other verbs such as, let's say, tabemasu. Tabemasu, eating, going to eat. You drop off the masu, add tai, and you get tabetai. That's I want to eat. Yomimasu, right? Which here, yomimasu, yomitai. Drop off the masu and add tai. You get yomitai, which means I want to read. So that's basically what happens. They chop off masu and add the tai to get the form of wanting to do that. Alright? So, let's go down here to the Burmese one. Now, before I read this, you guys notice the Romanized version here. I just wrote that out here for those of you who are interested in knowing how these letters are enunciated. Okay? I didn't have enough space to write the Romanized for Japanese, but I just want to do it for Burmese since this is a rare language. Okay? So, this is Dinet Joshin Toa Jin Jin De. Dinet Joshin Toa Ji Jin De. So, this is today I want to go see a movie. Today I want to go see a movie. So, Dinet, that is today. Dinet, and Joshin, that means movie. Toi is go, that's the verb. And then Ji is, that means to watch or see. And then Jin De, that means to want. Okay, want. Jin De. The De here is pretty much like des at the end of a sentence, like is or am or whatever. So basically what you see here, the want. How do they do this in Burmese? So this is Jin here. You take the verb. See, this is a little different here. Oh, no, sorry. Let's look at the verb, which is Ji here. That means to watch or see. All you do, you drop off the de, because the dictionary form of this Ji, it will be Ji de, to watch. You basically drop off the de, and then you add Jin. So you get Ji Jin de. That means want to see, want to watch. I'll give you another example. Let's back up to the verb toi here. Toi, dictionary form will be toi de, to go. Toi de. Sorry, I got cut off. Let me back up to what I was just saying. Um, so G, let's see, G is to see or watch. If you want to say I want to see or want to watch, you add the gene here. Okay, so you get G gene there, G gene there, or I want to see or want to watch. I'll back up to another verb here. Toi, that means to go. The dictionary form will be toi de, to go. If you want to say I want to go, you drop off the de, and then you add gene here to the toi gene de, toi gene de, toi gene de. I want to go. Okay? So that is that. So as you can see, it's very similar to Japanese. They like the as we did with tai here after the verb, they do the same thing with jin after a verb. They drop off the dictionary form, the dictionary part of the verb, which is de, and then they just add jin, dwa jin, ji jin. Same deal. Okay. So that is want. That's how they do the want in both Burmese and Japanese. Alright, so what's next? We're talking about if and when. Alright, so here's our example sentence here in Japanese. 日本に行ったらたくさんの雑誌を買う気があります。日本に行ったらたくさんの雑誌を買う気があります。So that is when I go to Japan, in the future, when I go or if I go, I plan to buy a lot of magazines. When I go to Japan, I plan to buy a lot of magazines. Okay, let's look at the second sentence. 他の言語を勉強し始めたら、友達と一緒に勉強したいです。他の言語を勉強し始めたら、友達と一緒に勉強したいです。So, when I begin learning another language, I want to study with a friend. When I begin learning another language, I want to study with a friend. Okay? So, if or when in Japanese is basically tara. You see nihon ni itara. So that tara there, and then in the second sentence we have benkyou shi hajimetara. So it's the tara, which is meaning if or when something happens. Okay? So, basically what they do in Japanese is they take the verb, they put it in its plain past, and just add la. That's it. Ikimasu, if you put it in its plain past, it will be ita. The dictionary form of go is iku, okay? And the plain past of that verb is ita. If you want to say when something happened in the future, you want to use the tara. You already got da because it's already put in the plain past. You just add ra, and you get itara. All right, itara. When that time, when it happens, okay, or when I go, okay. Now for me, when I use if, I mean, although this does mean if or when, I like to use, I don't know, it's just stuck in my brain to use a different form like eba or do, nihon ni ikeba or nihon ni ikuto. I normally use those forms when I want to use if. That's just what I'm thinking when I say, okay, I want to say if I go to Japan, that I naturally want to use eba. But the tara means, it means both the if or when. Okay? So that's that for Japanese. Tara. Alright? So, Burmese, I'm going back to, I don't want to get cut off again. Okay, so Burmese, what do we have? Dinet, la pay, okay, Dinet, la paying zain, go doyin, mate sui net, doajin de, Dinet, la paying zain. La paying zain go doyin, mate sui net, doajin de. So, what is that? That is today, if I go to the tea shop, or when I go to the tea shop, I want to go with my friend, with a friend. Today, if I go to the tea shop, I want to go with a friend. Alright? So, the if and when here in Burmese is okay. time went by really quick. So let me back up to what I just said. What I was saying was in Burmese, the if and when is basically here. Tuayin, or okay, first in here means if or when, and then the verb tua, which means go, to go, which we said before, they tack that on after the verb. So it's the same concept as it is in Japanese. They took the iku, the ita, and era. Itara, when it happens or if it happens. Same thing in Burmese. Tuayin. Okay, so if I go to the tea shop or when I go. Now another observation here with this grammar is the go here. La paysan, that means tea shop, and then this here is go. That means, see, it's the same in Japanese. It's the direction. It means ni. Okay. I don't think I made any examples. Oh no, I didn't make any examples using ni. But the ni is a direct, like in Japanese you say, oh no, right here. I'm sorry. Nihon ni ikitai desu. That ni here is that's going towards Japan. So almost time for lunch for these guys. So go is the same as ni. It's a direction going towards that tea shop. That's just another observation there. Interesting. So tuayin, if it happens, if I go or when I go. Make sui net. Make sui net. This is with a friend, and that's the same in Japanese too. If you say, like right here, tomodachi to with the friend, that's with. There, to is with, and then here net is with in Burmese. Okay, toajin de, want to go. All right, so that is the if and when in Burmese. All right, so if you have a background in languages such as Korean, Japanese, Tibetan, and you're interested in learning if you're interested in learning Burmese, you won't really have much problem learning the language. Oh, and I should say Chinese as well, because it's a tonal language. So you have a grammar background and a tonal language background. Okay. So what's next? All right. So we talked about want, if, when. The last thing we're going to talk about is because, therefore. All right. I'm going to wrap this up quickly because my girls are woke now. So let's see here. Oh, there's another example sentence here that I didn't go through. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I skipped an example sentence. So, la paysan go toayin miama lu mione bamalo piome. Okay, la paysan go toayin miama lu mione bamalo piome. Okay, give me just a second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to go check on those girls real quick. It's almost lunchtime for them. So I left off at where there was a second example sentence using the if and when. Okay. All right. So la paysan go toayin miama lu mione bamalo piome. So that is, if I go to the tea shop or when I go to the tea shop, I will speak with Burmese people. If I go to the tea shop or when I go to the tea shop, I will speak with Burmese people. And for if and when, it's right here. Tuayin, to go, and then yin is that's when or if. Okay? So, let me adjust the camera. I gotta go down here to the smaller board, and we will be done. Alright. Alright, so the last thing we're going to talk about here is because and therefore. And as usual, it's the same in both the Japanese and Burmese. So let's look at the Japanese sentence first. Alright, so なぜならば旅行したいです。なぜならば旅行したいです。So because I want to travel. Because I want to travel. Now, in both Japanese and Burmese, there are two ways of saying because. There's a way to say it at the beginning of the sentence, and there's a way of saying it like at the end of the sentence, okay, or after a verb. So here in Japanese is naze naraba. All right, naze naraba, because that will always be used at the beginning of the sentence. Naze naraba. Okay, let's look at the second example. 旅行するつもりですから。旅行するつもりですから。So, because I intend to travel, or because I plan to travel. So the kara here is that is because. Okay, kara is because. Alrighty. Okay, yeah. While we're because and therefore, let me mention that as well. Kara here means both because and therefore. Alright? So, therefore, like if I wanted to continue the sentence, 旅行するつもりですから、日本語を勉強しています or something like that. So, it's like, I intend to travel, therefore, I'm studying Japanese. Okay? So, kara can mean therefore, since, because. Alright? So let's look at the Burmese. I don't think I didn't add this, but it's pretty much the same as what we had before. So, Myanmar, okay, Myanmar lu myone, Byojin de lo, Myanmar lu myone, Byojin de lo. So because I want to speak with Burmese people. Because I want to speak with Burmese people. So the lo here, as you can see at the end, lo, that means because or therefore, just like Japanese. So if I wanted to continue the sentence, then like therefore, blah, 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 lo will be used. Okay? So that's the therefore. Now, as far as the because used at the beginning of the sentence with Burmese, they say bapilole. Bapilole. So bapilole. That's just like naze naraba. Okay? Bapilole. Naze naraba. So bapilole. Let me see. Where are we? Hold on. Biome. Okay, so Papilolero. Okay, what do I have here? Did I forget something? Okay, so Papilolero, Bamalo Biome. I will speak. Because I will speak in Burmese. Right? Okay. So yeah. So bapilole, that is because, just like naze naraba. All right. So that is it. If you guys have any questions, let me know. This is just a small comparison between both Burmese and Japanese. So those of you who have a background in those languages I mentioned before, perhaps you may want to look into learning Burmese. It's a very interesting language. So, as usual, if I made any errors here, just let me know. Otherwise, thanks for viewing, and look forward to any comments.